That's when we were on board ships preparing to do an amphibious training operation for our new enlisted men to invade the main island of Japan, one of the main islands. And they told us to knock it off, come home. He had dropped the bomb. And that's when he saved my life. Because I didn't have to go invade Japan, which was going to be murderous. Does that answer your question, kind of?
Yeah. And you had mentioned that most of the old-timers, the veterans, had been shipped.
All of our enlisted men and NCOs had gone home. Virtually all of them. Because they were being rotated on a point system. But it didn't apply to officers. We just stayed there. We were there to the end. So all of our good people, experienced enlisted men and NCOs, had gone home on rotation. I didn't blame them for taking it and going home. If they told me to go home, I'd have gone home. Well, as a matter of fact, when the war was over and we were there at the Army of Occupation, they needed experienced people. And I was at that time, my permanent commission, although I wasn't in the permanent army, but my permanent reserve commission was second lieutenant. But I had a temporary rank of major. So, that's where you got paid. You're a major, you know. That's the job I had. So they needed experienced people to stay over there in the Army of Occupation. So they came to us, all of us, I guess, or some of us who had said, if you'll stay here a year in the Army of Occupation, you can go home if you want to, but if you stay here a year under the Army of Occupation, we'll give you a permanent rank of what you are. I was a major. Not in the regular army, but in the Army Reserve, but a permanent rank of major, and stay a year. And the living was going to be pretty good, I could tell that. You know, I said, how about family? Because I had a 3-year-old boy at home. He was 3 months old when I left. I said, how about family? He said, yeah, they'll come over. I said, when? He said, well, it'll be about a year. I said, I'm going home. So some of them stayed. Some of them took it and stayed, but they didn't have, you know, they had different circumstances. I enjoyed it. I did well in the Army. I liked it. I would have stayed if I hadn't had, if they had agreed for her to come over right away, I'd stay. And probably been in the Army, to, you know, the regular Army on permanent station until I retired. But I'm happy. I did what I needed to do and came home and enjoyed my civilian life as well.
But going back to the proposed invasion of Japan, and you, had that gone through, you would have basically invaded the homeland with all that resistance with green troops for the most part.
That's right.
Is that correct?
That's exactly right. And as I told you about the maps we had,
yeah,
and the contours, we were going to, our little old unit, our battalion, was going to be in support of one of the cavalry units out of one of the squadrons, and we were going to land on this beach, specific beach, and we had the map for that beach, and it was obvious that we had a little bit of beach and then virtually straight up. I don't know what we'd have done with artillery. It would have been tough.
Going back in time and knowing, I guess, seeing that map and knowing that you're preparing for that invasion, what were your prospects? Did you think that that was a survivable maneuver? No. We figured we wouldn't make it.
But that's war. That was it. We'd have done it. But the odds were very much against us for surviving. I think we'd have won it, you know, but it would have been big price to pay. At least that's the way we figured it. Unless they had just laid down their arms and quit, but they weren't that kind. That wasn't their nature.